Hi everyone, welcome to SeniorGolfSource.com. Are you sick and tired of not being able to hit the ball as far as you used to? Well, listen up. I'm going to share 3 of my favorite exercises to help boost your abilities off the tee. You'll notice a difference not only off the tee but throughout the rest of your game if you routinely stick to these exercises. Now, knowing that we're all different, our body types, our limitations, know what you can and cannot do. Clear these drills with your doctor. Make sure that you've got the correct abilities to use these drills. And once you get the green light from the doc, have at it, because this will help you hit the ball further. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a very light weight. I've just got a 5-pounder here. And what I'm going to start with are seated wall rotations. So what I'm going to do is put myself against the wall. I'm going to get into a seated position, so I'm bent at the knees, almost kind of a 90-degree angle here, and my toes are in the same direction as my feet. Just getting in this position alone is going to work your quads, and it's definitely going to help you with your lower body strength. But what I'm going to do with this 5-pound weight is I'm going to put it directly out in front of me, about chest high, and I'm going to rotate on the wall, back and forth. And what we're going to do is 3 sets of 10. So each rep is going to be 1 full cycle of right to left. So 1 rep is you seated into the wall, arms out straight, to the right, to the left. That is 1. I'm going to do 10 of those. Now, for those of you that might have bad knees, you don't have to use the wall. It's perfectly acceptable that you can just stand with it out in front of you. Right to left. That is 1. I like throwing in the wall because it helps works the quads, and it's really helping you isolate your hips, because they're not going to move off the wall, and you're really going to be using your torso and all the muscles that are going to help you boost speed in your golf swing. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take that weight. Now, I'll typically do this with a kettlebell, and I like to use a 15 or 20 pounder for this because it's a 1-arm operation. What you're going to do is get into an athletic position. Again, knees and feet in the same direction. So you want to feel like the tips of your toes are perfectly aligned with your knee direction. We don't want to have inward knees or outward knees here. We want things to be in position to avoid damage. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that weight, put it centered, and as I go down, I don't want to round my back here. What I want to do is seat my position down. So I'm really kind of sticking my hind end backwards. My back is staying nice and straight. I'm going to go to the center, and I'm going to come up with it. Now, from a face-on standpoint, when I'm doing this, I like to put my hand that I'm not using on my hip. I'll go down into position, and as I come up, I want to feel like I'm driving that weight in the air with the movement of my hips. So again, from the side, as I come down, I want to feel like I'm not just reaching up with my hand here. I want to feel like the force is being driven from my lower body. Now what we'll do 3 sets of 10 with each side. So I'll do 3 sets of 10, and then I'm going to alternate and use my non-dominant hand in doing the same thing. So those are the 2. The third one, I've got a smash ball. So it's weighted. This is a 10-pound. I picked this up online. Ethos has been known for a while. I'm not repping them by any means. It's just a brand that I do trust. So maybe we can find a link for you and put it in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stabilize my lower body with a nice wide stance. I'm going to set up my position as though I would almost be addressing the ball. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go short back, short through. And the key to doing this properly is we need to keep our arms nice and extended. We're not bringing this ball too far outside the position of how high our hips are. Now doing this, I'm going to be using my torso, I'm going to be using my shoulders, and if you notice, my hips are very quiet in this exercise. So in doing this, it's not about how fast you can do it, but how stable you can do this. I want to isolate the lower half because I really want to work on my obliques here. I want to work on increasing my shoulder rotation. So the idea is quiet and stable on the lower half of your body, extension in the arms, centered position with the head, and rotate that torso again to the ball gets about hip high on both sides. And what we're going to do is start with about 20 seconds of time. So get yourself a little timer on, and we'll hit and go 20 seconds. And we'll do that 3 times. Now, as you develop this, you might notice that there's some soreness in your back while you're working your lateral muscles. So if you're feeling some soreness in your back, back off, reduce your time. Last thing I want you to do is injure yourself here. And again, check things out with the doc, but I find that these 3 exercises alone really will help you build those muscles up. That way you can hit the ball further with less effort. So thanks again for checking in. I look forward to seeing you soon.